it's almost better actually than my actual camera, because like the light that's coming in from back here is so bright that I think if I was to use this camera right now, it would just be too dark. Very, very crazy. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Everybody good? Actually, the best shot would be this way, because hey, there we go. The light's on my face. How's everybody doing? You good? Today we are going to talk about a number of things. Hey, Mr. Big. This is a live stream. We're going to go as long as it takes because the garage now has Wi-Fi, and we are good to go here. I've got the stream playing on my laptop here, which is going to allow me to chat a little bit. Nepalese in China, JaYoe. So I've got the camera on a gimbal here, and we'll be able to just chit chat. I'm gonna tell you about the van, which is parked right outside. I'm gonna tell you about all the plans that I used to have and the plans that I do have. I'll tell you about some things that are coming up, which are very, very exciting. I'll tell you about the travel plans that I have, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. If this is your first time, so you think reading over webcam to your, oh, Daniel, okay, so we're gonna have those things. If you bring up my family or your thoughts on my family, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be taken out. So, sorry. I live my life my way, and everybody's happy in my family. And if you want to make a judgment of that, I'm gonna kick you out of the chat, because this is my house. You're in my house now. So would you let somebody come into your house and tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing and stuff? So anyways, if you guys don't know, normally I'm in Asia traveling around, but I was doing a cycle tour like this for some of you that, ni hao mat, hi mata, hey Dalang. Dalang. Oh yeah, 中秋节快乐. 中秋节 is Mid-Autumn Festival, so today, or the next couple, is it today or is it tomorrow? You're going to be celebrating your Mid-Autumn Festival, and so you guys have some time off. You're going to be taking the family out. You're going to be eating a lot of yue bing. Yue bing is mooncake, and I think almost the world knows about mooncake, because I think the world's become a lot smaller. I remember when I first came to Asia, not a lot of people knew the different holidays and cultures in China, but I think now people know about that. Mooncake is a small round cake that is very, very, it's kind of like the Chinese version of fruitcake. Not a lot of people really enjoy the taste of mooncake, but it's just something that you eat during Mid-Autumn Festival. Have you been to Mount Everest? I mean the Nepalese side. Nepalese in China, do me a favor. Type into your YouTube search. You can do it now, but you come back. Type in JaYoe and Mount Everest, or Everest, and you will see. I did a whole expedition in Nepal as I tried to summit Mount Everest. I did not get to the top, but I got pretty damn close. I had some health problems, and so I will try again someday. But I am very sorry if I can't get to all of your comments. I will try as much as possible to communicate with all of you guys. But let me get back. So we're going to show you the van. We're going to talk about the van. We're going to show you my dad's shop. We are. I got several boxes of mooncake ready to eat. John, JaYoe. Yeah, this is not a man cave. This is a dad cave. This is my dad's old shop, and it was a bit of a mess. It still is a mess, but at least it's a mess that you know where everything is. I mean, my dad was a very, very organized man. He's got, you know, everything labeled, everything in its place. After he died, a lot of people came in here and took some of the tools that he had, and not like nefariously, just people were kind of coming and saying, hey, could I have your dad's this or your dad's that? Luckily, they left a lot of thing. and a lot of things, but I will have to get some things to kind of fill in some blanks that aren't here anymore. But what I do have is, yeah, it looks good to me too. What I do have here is this. This is a candle. Now, let's see here. My dad, before he passed away, actually, I have a video on my channel about me and my dad making candles before he passed away. He died of cancer a few years ago. And he loved to make candles. He was in the service. He was in the Coast Guard. He traveled on an icebreaker all the way around the Pacific. He went to, he went to Hawaii. He went up to the Arctic Circle. I mean, he went all over the place. He actually worked on an icebreaker, and he was pushing icebergs out of the way of exploration vessels that were drilling into the seafloor. And so it had this big long metal bit that was drilling in. And so if it was ever touched by an iceberg, it would break. So did you? Oh, James, you're gone too. I'm not going to accept any talk about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy getting in that little thing. But my dad was very proud of me. He still is very proud of me, Pops. Anyways, he would pick up driftwood on beaches as he traveled around, and he would make them into candles. And I think that was where he really got inspired to make candles. And so this is one of his candles, and it's been collecting a lot of dust here. So I thought it would be nice every time I come out here in the shop, I light up one of his candles. But he doesn't have all of his candles, actually. Yeah, whatever, JM. They're gonna. That's what they got. That's what they got to criticize. So that's good. But he had this whole area was dedicated to candles. The scents of candles, the colors of candles, the multitude of waxes. I did not realize how long is this going to last? I don't know, hour, 2 hours. But you did not realize how much wax how much was involved in candle making. Anyways, it was too much candle stuff, and I'm not a candle guy. And nobody is going to come in here and make candles anymore. So what I did is I went on Facebook and I put in a request for anybody that would like my dad's candle gear. And somebody called me and was with a school and organizes a school for kids. And I gave her an entire minivan full of all of my dad's candle stuff. So she's going to have all sorts of things, and she's going to send me some pictures of the candle making process with the kids, which I think is great. So I will share them here. Yeah, let me give you a little tour of my dad's shop before I look at the van. We are going to look at the van very soon, but this is just for fun, right? We're just talking. If you guys want to do a super chat or anything, want to donate, you could do that through the live chat. Otherwise, we're just going to chit chat and stuff and have some fun, and I will engage with you guys. Bike packing, how's it going, buddy? How's the little one doing? Bike packing has a baby, and kid's cute as a button. Anyways, we have this. This is my dad's table mounted chop saw, which is very, very useful. It's not made for precision cuts, but if you're chopping up 2x4s, which I will show you I've been doing in the van, it was very nice. My dad, very, very meticulous guy. He actually has a tape measure here that he's actually epoxy resined in, and it goes the entire length of the table. So you can lay down 2x4s all the way down to the end and chop. And then the measuring system goes all the way down that way as well. We have a multitude of stuff. This is actually the water heater for the van. I pulled everything out of the van. So this is the Bosch water heater. And then we've got the hood for the Max Air fan. We've got some miscellaneous tubing for the plumbing system. And then down here we've got the water filter and then the water container. So this is all together. Okay. Aries, listen, man, I don't want this conversation this is not a discussion about that stuff. So you're out. I'm going to be very serious with that because I just don't want it. Okay. I will talk to you about my entire life. I open myself up to you guys in ways that even your neighbors, even your kids would not open up to you about, probably, but there are some limits. And just know that everybody's happy, and that's all you need to know. It's crazy, you guys. Anyways, this is we're gonna look at the van. We're gonna look at the van. This is all van stuff, actually. This is the electrical system. So we have a Renogy 2000 watt inverter. We've got the battery. We've got a bunch of switches and the fuse box. And that box is now outside of the get rid of the garbage. What garbage? There's no garbage here. All of this is good stuff. As a matter of fact, this here is my dad's wood collection. And a lot of this stuff is going to go into the van. He has all sorts of really, really nice wood. This is an oak edge, which, gosh, that would make a really nice edge on a 1/2-inch bead of solid ply. And then we've got some. This is not very, very good wood, but we have some nicer wood here. And he's got. And none of it's really, really big, but I want to work it into the van somehow, so it'll be sort of like just a little bit of tribute to my dad. He also got he always pick up things in the garbage. My dad was a big garbage picker. A family that picks together sticks together is what he would say. And this is a very, very heavy though. I don't think I'm going to work this into the van. Very, very heavy. But I think it's like an oak and a solid oak tabletop. And my dad would see a tabletop like this and he'd say, "Oh boy, you gotta get this thing. This thing is good." And so he'd pick it up with his van and everything. Another funny thing about my dad is these. This, and then this, and then this, and then let's see here, this, and then this, and all of these, all of those are routers. My dad loved to find routers, as many as he could, because he liked to have really clean edges on all of his wood projects. And so he actually would have separate routers for, look at that. He'd have a separate router with every single bit different. So instead of changing the bit, for example, just to let you know, this is his table, right? It has an edge here. A router is what would take this square edge and make it round. And so he would say, "I don't want to change the bit. I'm just going to change the router." So he had all of these routers in his garage just in case he wanted to switch bits. So I don't know how much routing I'm going to do, to be honest. I kind of like squared edges. So unfortunately, I will try to use some of his routers. But he's also got brad gun for nailing, air nailing. And then we've got crosscut saw. We've got all sorts of amazing tools here that have been left that I will be able to incorporate into the build. One thing I have to buy is a very, very nice crosscut saw. And that used to be in this thing here folds down. And it's the same length, actually, as my dad's table saw table. So everything was uniform. And so when this pulls down, it used to have a really, really nice chop saw. So you could really, really, really good for, it was I think $1,000 chop saw. But unfortunately, it's not here anymore. So I'm going to have to get a new one of those because the chop saw will be very important, especially for me building the roof in the van. This is my dad's mobile table saw table. And it's got a guide here. What is that called? A brake? No, it's a fence, right? Fence? Anyways, it's got a locking fence and it's got 2 table saws, one here, and then this one right here is designed to be wider. So I can cut very, very wide notches in wood so that the table fence, so that the grooves will allow you to build a cabinet where all of the pieces actually interlock together. And so that's what that's there for. The cool thing about this table, it's very, very heavy. It's very, very solid. And my dad, because he worked at a big, he was a mechanic. So he worked at a bus mechanic. He was fixing city buses. And what you do is you can move the entire table saw anywhere you want. And when you're finished, you lock it down. and it's very, very solid. So I'll move this out next to the van when I'm really gung ho. I was doing it the other day, and I'll be able to build whatever I need out there. And then we've got my dad's hammer collection. And to be honest, a lot of hammers are missing. Like, there is a lot of stuff that's missing here. Good morning, Nash. How's it going? There's so much stuff that's missing. It's amazing my dad had so many things. And that this shop is so full, but there's still so many things that aren't here that I'm missing every so often. I'm like, oh, my dad. But there are some things that I'd like to buy. The drill press is gone, and I really like the drill press. Backpacking adventure. Looking forward to the van build. It's going to be an adventure. All the best, Matt. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, we were kind of concerned. We were like, what are we going to do? Because all of this stuff is sitting around doing nothing. And the plan was to use this shop more, and now I have a reason to use it. So that's pretty cool, right? Anyways, we've got all sorts of stuff. On the outside of the house, he actually has a wood drawer. Hey, I'll show you. Oh, the candle's leaking. The candle is leaking. So I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll blow out the candle. All right, let's get this show started. It's okay. Yeah. Fingers have been chopped on that saw. No. Nobody's fingers have been chopped on that saw. Isn't this great? I am humble. We've got, I'll show you the Google Nest system we have. Or Nest? Mesh, Google Mesh. Anyways, out here we have my dad's bigger lumber area. These are longer pieces and flat pieces of ply and stuff. So I've got a bunch of oak, 3/4 inch oak plywood that today is worth a lot. So I think I might build the shelves out of oak, but it's just so darn heavy. Thank you so much. Thank you for being you. AP6912. AP6912, do you have a name? Can I? Unless your name is AP6192. And this is Jake. Come here, Jake. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Go get your ball. Go get the ball. We'll play ball with Jake. Anyways, we'll play ball with Jake a little later. We've got the house completely rewired on these Google Mesh. Holy moly! This shop actually is carrying the Wi-Fi from inside the house, and I couldn't get any signal out here. Nothing with the system that we had. But we upgraded it. We bought the mesh system, and now, how's the quality? It should be pretty good, right? It should be pretty good. Let me see who's commenting here on the computer. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna let that one go, ML. But let's keep it on topic here, because I don't need that shit. Okay. So, good morning. Everything is good. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy, and so that should be all you need to do. I'm not going to take lectures from people on how to be me. Everybody knows me. Should know me. Hey, Lee, how's it going? How you feeling today? Lee Barrett is here. Lee's going through some chemo, and so far doing it as a trooper, but today he had a little bit of a rough day. So let's all give Lee a good JaYoe from me. Go on his channel, say hello, watch his video, and ML, I know a lot of you guys mean well with it, but please, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm not even gonna respond to the comments, because this video is more about checking out the van and stuff. 6 out of 10 today. Well, 6 out of 10 ain't that bad. I've been like under the weather, and I've said that's a 6 out of 10. So if that's as bad as it gets, that's pretty good. Looks more like 320 or 340p. Huh. Well, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, your dad was very much like my dad. Well, then you must have had a really, really good dad. But, okay. So, anything you want to talk about the van or anything, you let me know. We are going to go out to the van, or the shop. We'll go to the other side here. This is the the car shop, and you'll see here we've got all of the van interior pulled out. I pulled out all the these are all window covers here, and so all of the window covers are off. My bed is out. The bed system is out. Everything that was in that van taking up space is now out. Yeah, I know, crazy Casey and old man Angus. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. So as soon as I really start tearing into this van, it'll be you're going to get blocked. I want you to be part of this conversation, but I'm going to block this, okay? So if you can't join the conversation in some sort of constructive way, then you're out. So I don't care if you're a great friend to like commenting or something, but if you were, then you'd understand this well enough to not do that. Anyway, so we've got the van. This is a 350, extra long, tall, and thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate it. And it has 30,000 miles on it. I picked it up in Texas, and I drove all the way to Las Vegas. Took me 1,300 miles, and then I took and drove all the way back to Detroit. So I drove for I think it was around 4,000 miles. When I got here back to Michigan, I had to give it a oil change because it needed it. I have solar panels on top, some two panels up there, and I've got a Max Air fan on the top. It's very tall. Okay, there we go. It's very, very tall. As a matter of fact, I'm standing here, and we'll just go up. Wink, 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 wink. Oh, yo! That's so tall. I've never done that before. That's so funny. So, how reliable and fast is AT&T Wi-Fi? Is it via satellite? I don't know. I'm on actually Xfinity right now. So this is Xfinity. And inside the house, it's like 300 megabytes per second up, and it's about 60 down. And thanks, Lee. And then once you're out in the garage, it dips down. But I'm still getting 20 up, so that's enough to do a live stream very well. So let's start with the front of the truck. So very, very clean, very nice. I will actually come in from the other side here. We've got a EcoBoost gasoline engine. It's towards another router to add your dad's collection. It's only right. Yeah. But so we've got the cockpit here. It's very, very comfortable. As a matter of fact, it's comfortable. I was very, very impressed when I test drove the different vans that I did. I settled on the Ford Transit because I really, really liked the interior. I obviously love the headroom. It's one of the tallest vans that you can find. And this one is just tricked out with every sort of lane avoidance, braking assistance. It's got obviously cruise control. It's got rear cameras and all of that jazz. And it's just very, very nice. Stream dropped for a second. Okay, well, I think the van is like a Faraday cage. So, okay. So, yeah, I've done some things though. I put a cell phone mount right here so that I can have my phone on the left side. And I've got a Garmin navigation system, which is very, very nice, but it's external. And I put a little mount here. I also bought a few extra mounts, which I'm gonna put on the windshield here, so I can do like talking during the drive, and I'll also put some in different spots, and maybe one on the outside so I can get some driving footage. Maybe one down by the wheel. I always thought that was nice, a shot near the wheel so you can see the wheel turning, but also see the world flying by outside. I've got a whole bunch of switches here, which don't do anything right now, but when it's all set up, those switches can operate, say, a front winch or lights on the outside. It's very, very cool. So very, very nice. In the end, I'm gonna have these seats be able to swivel around. This one and that one will both turn 180 degrees and face the back of the van. So when I have guests or people, or I might want to make a video in, thank you, Brad. Brad just sent me a personal message, said nice fan, thank you. So when I might make some videos about van life or whatnot, I can swivel them around. They don't swivel right now, Nash. You actually got to remove the seat, put in it's sort of like a lazy Susan, and then you'll be able to swivel them around. So, let's see here. Welcome to my humble abode. So yeah, you can see how these seats, if they swiveled around, you'd have a whole bunch of space for people to communicate with the back of the van or just hang out. For me also, what's really cool is I like to stop at a truck stop or something. If I want to edit or whatever, I can flip the seat around. I don't have to stare at the road or have the steering wheel inside my yeah, I stripped it down. This was full of stuff, but it's empty now. Not completely empty. I'll show you the inside. But what's up, buddy? What's up? Go on in. You like it in there? Go. It's okay. I yelled at him last time because he was getting on my nerves, but now you can go in. Go ahead. But the seats will swivel around, which will give me access to people talking in the back. So let me show you now the interior, right? Oh, there you go. What's up? It's okay. I'm coming up. Oh. It's a beautiful day here. So I'm a little worried that I'm going to lose connection, but I can see the Wi-Fi hub. Should be good. So right here you can see how much room I have over my head. And so that's very, very nice. Somebody, JM Doe, how did you get on with the cardboard? Did you learn anything? Oh my gosh. So what I did, guys, is I brought in cardboard. And actually, it's out here. I'll show you. I went on Facebook and I said, hey, does anybody have any cardboard boxes? And so a lot of people came through for me. They came through with a ton of cardboard. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. This here is a model of a cabinet that will go inside the upper area of the van. And this was a little bit too deep and a little bit too shallow. So I was able to say, oh, okay, I want cabinets that are going to be a little bit different. And so I was able to correct that mistake simply by visualizing, because they actually have a three-dimensional program called VanSpace 3D, which I did buy. And I designed the entire van using this program, and I just couldn't feel it, you know? I just couldn't feel the size. So by making these things out of cardboard, I was able to say, oh, okay, this is what I need. And this is how this thing's gonna go together. I actually mapped out everything. Actually, right behind here was a shower that went floor to ceiling, and it was my space dedicated for a shower. And I was like, no, I just don't like it. Because you didn't have that flow through of unimpeded space. And for me, this van specifically is gonna be designed for traveling around, finding people to tell stories, and using the van as a studio and a podcasting platform, so people can kind of talk about what they're doing, and I can interview, and I can edit, and I can feel comfortable. And I think that I can probably find places to shower. I can find gyms to work out at and shower. And I thought the space was just better allocated other places. The other thing is that if I'm in a place that's private enough, I can just step outside and use the sink faucet to actually shower. And that will be more than enough. It'll be hot water because I have a hot water heater. And so what's the need of allocating all of that space for something? Yeah, you could have an exterior shower. Who Merlin? Leon Solomon, I think you should need a good security system. Yeah. Well, I'll have full-time cameras. Actually, I got a camera. I'll show you. I got a camera from a company in Shenzhen. You could check it out online. It's the AutoVox. I'm sorry, it's reversed here, but it's the AutoVox V5 Pro. That is a rear view mirror with a video that will record the rear and record the front. full time, and when anything bumps the vehicle, it'll actually record it. So you could record a potential accident. You could do all the different things there. Hey, Fred, take it easy, buddy. Andrew Hall, given that you seem to be stripping most of the fittings out, from what was the advantage of buying this van versus just buying a new one from a dealer and starting from scratch? Andrew, if you bought a van new at the Ford dealer, it would cost you more. It would take about a year, 6 months to arrive, if that, because the chip shortage is still a problem. So you wouldn't be able to even get started with it for a long time. This is basically new. It's 2020. It's discounted by probably 15% off of sticker price. And I had all the gear and the water heater. The water heater's like $1,000. The inverter, all of these things are in there. And I got the van I wanted. So that's why I did that. And I think it was a good deal. And I can get started right away, which is nice as well. So, okay, so I had this whole place framed out in cardboard, and I was very, very satisfied with that. How about a toilet bowl driver's seat? That would be, that would be cool. But no, I'll have a little porta potty if I need to go poop. But otherwise, I'll just have a bottle. I'm a man. The JaYoe Nation, the van has its own Wi-Fi on the road, right? Via satellite? Yeah, it's got a full system of Wi-Fi, which is cool. I'm falling asleep. Catch you all later. Take care. Bye, Lee. Take it easy, man. Get some sleep. Insulation in the van? Well, there's a whole bunch of insulation in the van. We have, this is just some of it. I pulled a lot out because it was floating around. This is actually sheep's wool. So it smells like a farm. If you smell it, it's all natural, and it's not like fiberglass where it's going to get maybe into your throat and cut you up. It's basically all natural. It still can irritate your eyes, but all of that stuff is going to be behind the wall. There's also this stuff which is called kill mat. This allows you to deaden the sound that might be coming in from the outside, or the sound that reflects off of the metal here. So I'm going to probably add some kill mat, but yeah. I'm going to actually add a whole bunch here, but I'm also going to take away. As a matter of fact, this whole area is going to be a window. I'm going to take this piece out and put a window. I'm going to take that piece out and make a window. I'm going to put windows here and here. I'm going to put windows here. And I'm also going to put a window in the door. So, kill match. Yeah. 1T. It's not killing me. It's just killing the sound. Mat also is the name for a like a mat, like a something you put down on to clean or deaden sound or whatnot. So yeah, pretty cool. Lots of windows. You know, one of the things I want to do is be able to. Okay, these windows are going to be very, very dark, like almost blacked out, but you'll still be able to see out of them. And when I interview people in the van, I'll be able to see the outdoors. So if we're at a beautiful stream in a park, by a mountain range, wherever, you'll be able to see all of that. I want the exterior of the van to be the backdrop for the videos, the podcasts, and the things that I'll be recording. Exception, double glazed windows. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get the best windows I can find, but it will be a place where heat can just escape the van. But there are window covers which are insulated and designed for these vans, and so anytime I'll be sleeping or I'll want to cover the windows, I'll be able to do that very, very easily. Yeah, you lose some security, but I'm designing this van for a very specific purpose. Humerlin factory windows. Some of them are aftermarket, some of them are factory. I haven't decided or bought the windows yet. I'm looking into that. There's a whole bunch of things that are happening that I'm not solid on. That's why I'm going to Flagstaff in a couple of days to go to the Overland Expo. How will you cut the window? It's actually quite easy. I've been on YouTube watching a ton of videos. Basically, you have a form that you have put on the windows. All right, Mr. Big, take it easy. Enjoy your meal. You drill a couple of holes in the corner, and then you are able to connect the holes with a reciprocating saw or some sort of a metal cutting blade saw. It's not very difficult. And then when you put the window in, you just place it in there and you do the weather stripping. Make sure that your edges are all primed so that you don't have any rust. It's not very difficult. And I've got the shop and I've got the ability to do it. When you get your trike sent to you, Hitchrider makes a rack you can install on the receiver end to carry your trike. Yeah, I know, Randy. I've been looking into a lot of that. Unfortunately, need a router? I might need a router. Unfortunately, today the trike went to DHL and DHL reassessed the shipping fee, and they wanted $2,500 US to ship it to here. So that's not going to work. I'm not going to pay $2,500 to get my trike back here. I want it, but I don't want it that much. Not for that amount of money. Anyways, let's keep talking about the van. So let me open. I have to open this door so that the rear lights turn on. Yeah, ouch. That's too much. That's the price of a truck. Yeah. So when the trike does come, I will carry the trike with me and then go to beautiful places and then drop the trike down and then travel around. So let's walk around and talk about the van, and I'll tell you what the plan is with each area. We'll start with the ceiling, because that's something I've been thinking about right now. There's a type of ceiling called a slatted ceiling, where you put slatted pieces of wood along the ceiling, which are very, very nice, like a pine or a stained pine. And then this back piece, this back Baltic birch, is stained or painted black. And what you have is these beautiful like lines that go all the way to the back of the van. And you have the black in between. It almost looks like the ceiling is floating. Like you almost have this beautiful wood slatted ceiling that's floating. Now, it's beautiful, but also, hi Thomas, how's it going? But also you get a beautiful view if you're shooting video of people talking in the back of the van. That's a beautiful flowing interview area, or it's good for video as well. Third, in the black area between the slats, I'm gonna have a bunch of receptors for 1/4 inch threaded receptors. And what that's gonna do is that, hey, Kedge World, how's it going? What that's gonna do is it's gonna allow me to hang lights, hang cameras, because I'm gonna have all sorts of different scenes of people sitting in the back there, me talking to them, me doing different things. Hey, Moksha River, Moksha Raver, how's it going? And so what I'm gonna be able to do is have hanging camera mounts and hanging lights. And these things are gonna be able to be relocated wherever I want around the van. That is gonna be so, so cool. Hey, Stern Bum Bum. That's a funny name. Hey, Sean. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, learn from my mistakes. That's what YouTube is for. Hopefully I don't make too many. Hopefully you learn from my good ideas. So yeah, that's gonna be something that I haven't seen on any van systems before, actual receivers for camera stuff, because most people are traveling not specifically to make videos or interview people, but my purpose for this whole thing is going to be traveling around and then mounting cameras and stuff so that I can interview people and talk to them on the road. You know, if I was to be talking to somebody from the seat here, I could mount a camera that would come down and it would point that way, and I could also mount lights from it. It's going to be very, very cool. If anybody has seen anybody that's done something similar, you let me know, because I've been looking around and I can't quite find anybody that's doing that. So that's the ceiling. Also on the ceiling was, these are kind of coming off, but these boxes here I was framing out for the size of the overhead cabinets. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I want 12 inches down and I want 8 inches deep. So disco light, that's a very good idea. So yeah, I will have cabinets on that side as well as cabinets on this side. The van is going to be very symmetrical, and that's multi-purpose. Having something symmetrical is going to be good for video, but also good for feng shui. I like the idea of having something very, very symmetrical. Dane Castepepper. Dance Stepper. Wow, I pronounced you wrong. When am I going back to China? I don't know. We're going to have to wait till travel becomes a little bit more eased. I don't have a plan to go back right now, so We're just waiting out time, and I've got this project to work on. So I'm going to be traveling around, and eventually travel will ease, and then I'll be making my way back to China from time to time. But this is my plan to travel around the world. It was the Trike, and so for now, I'm interested in using this and using this to continue my journey around the world. And JaYoe, who is Eva? Eva is my daughter. You guys, let's keep this on topic here. If you no, my family is fine. And anyways, if that was a veiled kind of, oh, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna have windows all the way around. And let's see here. I'm gonna set this up so I can talk. It's actually gonna go in the sink. So, Mark, yeah, what did you say, buddy? Wow, you ripped the guts out of the van already. Hey, Matt, your energy and enthusiasm is infectious. Keep on trucking, mate. Thanks, William. Ship the van overseas. Well, the plan is going to be to take this van, tour around North America first. We're going to do all of North America and inspect all of the unique places and people around the north side of, North America. Eventually, as travel restrictions ease and travel just in general eases, I'll start making my way towards Argentina. When I get to the southern tip of Argentina, I would like to go to Antarctica. I would love to have the Trike here, obviously, by then, and then I would take the Trike to, including Canada, for sure. I want to go up to Alaska and then start my way weaving down. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop. 80s, thank you. So I'm going to start at the tip of Alaska, and then I will be working all the way down. Nash, these are actual benches I made out of like heavy duty 2x4s. They are, because I wanted to have an actual area that I could kind of sit in and feel, and so this was the best way to do it, was to build it. And then I can kind of like, I've already trimmed it and cut it and done a bunch of things, which I'm very, very excited about, because if I would have built this out of really, really good quality materials, I wouldn't have wanted to just adjust it and cut it. And so this is really nice. Sylvia Halpern is now touring with a, yeah, I know. I've been talking to Sylvia a lot. Sylvia is a friend of mine who was triking around the world. And so that's no problem. Mark, are you worried about weighing too much? Well, this is a 350 Ford Transit, which means that it has the larger suspension. It has dually tires on the back. So as far as weight inside the van, not a problem. I would be very, very hard pressed to build it out in the way that would be a problem with weight. Plus, I'm up. You know what's funny is, for those of you that don't know, I was cycling around Asia for like 6-7 years, and so I learned to live on 2 panniers, 2 side bags, and a backpack. And that was my entire life for years, you know, other than my trips back to China to see family and stuff. So I'm very comfortable traveling minimalistic. And so this is like, a lot of people that switch to van life, they'll go to van life and they will have to consider, oh, well, I can't have that. Oh, I can't have that. But I'm going to be like, well, what am I going to fill all this stuff with? Why do I need all these cabinets? It's going to be cool. Put a good speaker in the system, you'll have a good beach party van. Yeah, Red. I would like to actually rig this out with wireless speakers. You know, wireless is really, really nice these days. You can network with so many devices, and so I could put some really nice speakers in here. I was also thinking about lights, like inside the cabinets that will be around, and inside the lower cabinets, I'll be able to just strip lights mounted to a USB. As soon as you open the cabinet, the light turns on, so it's using very little power. And so very, very nice. Will Annie join me later? Oh, of course. So they will be coming eventually. Make it a home automation system. What do you mean? Yeah, everything's going to be sort of automated. You'll get used to the big space very soon. Yeah, I think so. But as long as I can sleep, as long as I can be clean, and as long as this place is comfortable to the eyes, I'll be very good. So let me talk a little bit more about this area here. So I'm gonna jack up this camera and I'm gonna turn this down, and then so you can see. Let me go a little higher. Okay. Yeah, voice control everything. That would be nice. Okay, so this is a J bench, right? So this is a long slide, and then we have the width of the van in the back, and then we have a side coming up here. This is the counter, so you can't see it. I'll show you more later. But this table will be able to move all around. It'll be on a thing called a legume mount. It's a bit big in size, and I'm going to have to consider that. But this will be able to rotate all around. So I will have the ability to sit here and work at this table. But what the table also does, and you can see I'm literally just doing this temporarily, but you can see the light just turned out. So what this table does is it will also go down and form a flat area for sleeping. And then the cushions will fill in this area, and I will be able to have a big sleeping area. But I actually don't need this huge area for sleeping. How are you, Tyler in Focus? I'm good, buddy. I'm good. How are you doing? I actually don't need this big of an area to sleep. I'm going to take this table out just so I can show you what it looks like. So this is the J area. And so I can sleep here, and you can see how much space is above my head. So I'll actually probably spend a lot of the time sleeping on this. I can also sleep this way here. And so I'll be able to put my head up on a pillow. It won't be so comfortable, but I will be able to probably relax and sit here. Now, I did something really, really cool that I'm pretty happy with. Oh, and of course, then you have this area here that you could sit on. And the tabletop for the kitchen will not be this counter, but it will be the same size and basic shape. And so people will be able to sit here, have their arm on the table, converse with me, converse with people sitting in the corner, and whatnot. Now, what's really cool is the actual side areas are only 20 inches deep here and here. But the back edge here is like 30 inches deep. So what people will be able to do, and forget the wood, it's all going to be upholstered. What people will be able to do is they'll be able to sit like this and then talk. I'd like to have people be able to be relaxed. So I could have a person sitting here, I could have a person sitting over there, I could have somebody sitting on the bench seat here, and I could have somebody sitting on the bench seat over there, all with really, really nice microphones to a caster, which will mix everybody's sound together. And then there'll be a really nice LED TV right there that I will be able to manage the podcasts and videos with. And so this whole area will be a conversation zone where you'll be able to communicate with one another, you'll be able to talk, and then of course the seats in the front of the van will rotate around as well. So this is going to be an amazing zone for discussions and community and thoughts about ideas. And this, all of these windows will be looking out into the surroundings around the van because they will all be glass windows. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then I'll have, pull downs here where there'll be cameras and lights that will be suspended from the ceiling on a beautiful slatted ceiling with everything sort of worked in. It's pretty neat. I'm going to show you something in the back here, but I'm afraid to go inside the van. You need a drone landing. I have a drone landing pad. It's up there. Hey, Anson, how's it going? Let's see here. It's going to look great. I am so excited, man. This is going to look, what's going to be cool is this is going to be different from other builds. I have seen so many different sorts of builds, and each van is built for a specific purpose. Some people really like motorbiking, and so they'll build an entire garage here. Some people really like mountain biking. And so they have like an entire mountain biking setup. Some people really like cooking, so the kitchen area is the most important. Some people like to sleep, and so their bed is raised up, and it's a fixed bed for forever. And I like the ability to convert it. Some people are foodies, some people are artists. It's so much different stuff. Mark A, how long till it's finished? We'll talk about that in a little bit, okay? Work is interrupting my watching this. Okay, John, well, you can watch later. But I want to show you what I did to the back here, because I'm pretty proud of this. So let's see here. We'll go out. We'll go out. I'll show you from the other side. So so we go to the back, and remember there'll be windows. Actually, the windows that I'm gonna get have vents here that lift up, and so you can kind of tweak them out, and so you'll have ventilation, which is very, very important. And let's see here. These doors are pretty cool. They're like fully extending doors, and so let's see here. They actually come all the way out, which is very nice. This one, I think, gonna hit the. This one won't be able to go all the way out, but that's okay. So here you can kind of get a better view of the L-shaped area. And what I did here, now, when I first bought this van, it had a bed in it already. And what it did is the bed started from this inside of this, and it went straight across to the inside of this. And that was where the bed was. It was actually high. It was about here. But what I did is, I can't turn the camera down. There we go. What I did is I actually took the back bench and I came all the way out to the edge. And so when you close the door here, the door will come right to the edge. Look at that space. That space is huge. I actually increased my bench area in the back by like like 7 inches. 7 inches extra space. It's so huge. I mean, I was able to do so many things. I was able to move the bench back. I was able to build this area out bigger. I mean, obviously, this is just very temporary, like I said. So I actually brought this section out more just so I could see it. And this whole segment here will be my garage. So my garage will be here. It'll have an enclosed. Oh, sorry about that. It'll have an enclosed cabinet on this side, and then an enclosed cabinet here, which will go all the way through to the wheel well. And then, what is it dropping? Am I dropping? Oh, and you won't be dropping things into that space. Right. So these areas here and here, this will be the electrical system, and then that one will be the water system. I'll have a water heater, a water container, maybe 20, 25 gallons, and then I'll also have a shower that will be on this wall or accessible through here on the other side. It's going to be great. Locking cabinets, of course. Actually, I'll do this. Come here. Say hi. Wait. You know what just happened is I have a battery, and the battery pulled the camera just now, so that's why. So the Trike will not fit in the middle of this. The Trike is going to have to be mounted on one of these doors, but we'll figure it out. Do you plan on hauling Andy? Yeah, she'll be in here. You'll be living like a mini king. Yeah, that will be fun. How is the air conditioner set going? Hugh Merlin, that's a big thing because most people do not have an air conditioner. An air conditioning system requires a lot of juice and a high-powered electrical system, and it also requires, if you want to plug into walls. I don't want to plug in very often. I want to be totally off-grid as much as possible. And so, come here. He's camera shy. He knows the camera's on. Go get a ball. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. What? Go get the ball. Anyways, so I want to use this van for editing. And so for me, I need cool environment to edit more than a lot of other considerations. For me, it's a beautiful, comfortable space to talk, edit, and record. And 2, a place for an atmosphere where it's controlled, whether it's warm or cold. And so the air conditioning system is going to fit right where that fan is right now. And I'll have a air conditioner that will be mounted to the roof there. The space dedicated for that is going to be a little bit big. Van Life Saga is from Canada, a great resource for buying things. BJ Bumblebee, I just talked to them yesterday, right? That's Marie and Dom and Marie. So I actually sent them an email. They replied back, and we're talking on Facebook. I told them that I'd like to visit them. I actually reached out to some of the biggest van lifers on YouTube, and I'm able to I'm talking to everybody. What I'd like to do is travel around and then visit each one of these amazing people doing these things, and then communicate with them about their lives. So, hey, Mr. Big, you're back. Anyway, so I'll have air conditioning up there, and then the powering of that air conditioning will go through the walls and then down into the area here. And then the power station will be here, and probably have a door here or something. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it just completely open throughout, but you'll have these will be opening as well. And all of this stuff will be really, really nice veneered plywood with really, really nice accents. My dad and I did a lot of woodworking in our lives, and I'm not the best, but I'm going to learn a lot. Don't get something too loud. Oh, yeah. Well, the 12-volt systems for off-grid living are very, very quiet. I mean, obviously you have a fan, but the diesel heater, Mark, I'm actually going to get a gas heater. It's a Webasto gas heater, and it's going to be feeding off of the main gas tank of the van. As a matter of fact, when it's running, you are only going to use a very, very small amount of gasoline with regards to what's in the tank. So you can run a heater for a very, very long time. Don't have to worry about it. I have been doing a lot of, I went from not knowing much about van life to knowing a hell of a lot about van life. a lot. But anyways, be careful with the gas. Well, it'll be in line to the gas tank, so there won't be any like real gas fumes or anything in the main van. I'll tell you what I want to do is I'm going to be going to the Overland Expo, and that is going to be in Flagstaff, Arizona on the 24th, 25th, 26th. I have an opportunity to speak there, so I'm going to be talking about social media development, and I'm also going to be talking about the differences between cycle touring in Asia and van life in America. And so also at this show, I'm going to be talking to suppliers. Now, I've already reached out to and am communicating with the major names. I'll tell you what, you want to know a secret? Victron Energy, who is the leader in the electronics backbone of vans and marine. They do van life and boating are very, very similar. They need solar panels. They need systems that are off grid. They need, they're very, very similar. What's the speed of the Wi-Fi? I know you can get Starlink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Starlink's expensive though. I don't want to pay for. Right now, I can get a system for my cell phone that's pretty cheap. So Victron Energy is in the Netherlands, and so I sent them a message. I actually messaged the boss of Victron Energy, which was, I didn't expect a reply back, but I got a reply back. And he said that he's going to pass me to his North American representative, and I got a call from Victron's North American representative. And I talked to him, and I shared my story with him, and I got a partner in Victron Energy. Is that pretty amazing? So Leon, am I going to do the work by myself? Probably, mostly, but Victron told me that they're willing to work with me, and so I'm going to meet a few of these ambassadors for Victron, and they're going to guide me in the installation of this van. You're going to meet them. You're going to talk to all the representatives that I talk to. They're going to look in the back, and they're going to talk to me about the van. Another reason why all of this is very temporary is because I want to meet with the people who build these vans and ask them questions, and they're going to say, for the battery size and what you need. Hey, go away. He gets a little bit too clingy. Go. For the battery size, what you might need is a little wider bench here, or a little longer, or a little higher. And so before I build anything permanent, I will go around and talk to the solar company called Zamp Solar in Oregon. So I'm probably going to go to Oregon and meet Zamp. Webasto, the heater company, they're in Holly, Michigan, very close to here. I'll probably go out and visit them. What I'm organizing is a North American tour of all of the biggest representatives of all of the biggest companies that make stuff for this van. So I'll meet Zamp Solar in Oregon, in Florida, and in Philadelphia. I'm going to meet them in all these locations, different people with different skills, and they're going to show me different things. And along the way, I'll be getting fitted out with gear. So I'll have all of the inverter, the switches, the monitors, the cabling, all of that stuff will come from Victron. And then I will go to maybe Lithionics or another battery company, get all of the batteries from them and go visit their factory. They're going to talk about it. Then I will be going to Oregon and meeting, you know, Zamp and getting set up with the solar panels that are a little bit higher capacity. Those solar panels on the van right now are not the best solar panels you can get. Then I will be going to interior people, and they're going to guide me on the interior, fitting me with all the information. I'll be making videos and sharing them with you. Then I'll be going, who else? There's a toilet company that makes porta potty style toilets. They're in Florida. And then there's, who else? I'm missing some. There's a company that makes the light, and then there's the company that makes, the most important, Dometic. Dometic makes the air conditioning unit, and they make refrigerators. And so I'm talking with all of these people because it's kind of nice, because I actually have Pimp My Van with Matthew Gallup, but it'll be a long series. I think it'll be about 10 or 15 videos as I'm going to all these places, meeting the people, meeting the companies, looking at the stuff, looking at their factories, looking at how they make the stuff, looking at what they need to put together these things. And I'm talking to all of them because I actually have like 120,000 subscribers here on YouTube, but I have got like in Asia, I've got like almost 1.5 to almost 2 million subscribers over there on all my platforms. And so it's not like I'm nobody. So these companies now are communicating with me, and I'm trying to tell them that if you can communicate, if you can help me on my tour, you're going to be part of this journey that's not going to be like an overnight thing. It's going to be a very, very long project. And so and the exterior, Andrew, thank you for bringing that up. Backwoods Adventure Mods, Backwoods Adventure, MODS. They are a company that makes rear containers, locking rear containers. They make racks, they make ladders, they make overhead racks that will fit solar panels and stuff. They'll have a ladder on the outside. They make these grills with the winch and the lighting and all of this stuff. They make all sorts of things for the van. So I'm talking to them too. Sherry Hyde, gotta go. Okay, have a good sleep. Wa'an. So they're talking to me. Tires and rims, Mark, I haven't talked to yet. I need to find a company. There's a lot of companies out there that make rims and tires, hybrid tires that work for all terrain as well as road driving, and they're a little bit beefier, and I'd like to meet one of those. So had no clue van life was so big before the, yeah, Nash, van life is huge, man. It's a really, really big thing. So yeah. So we're gonna deck this van out into I did it again. We are going to deck this van out into a full-on, full-time traveling studio, and it's going to be great. Here, well, I've got, because I don't want to actually put the camera totally inside the van, because I feel like maybe it will, it's going to take away from the Wi-Fi. So let me see if I can jack this thing up. Put this here. Let's see if this works. Maybe I just put it in. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me know if I cut out or anything. I'm gonna come around the other side. Can you see me? Actually, I'm gonna shut this door. So the light should be better on my face. Is it okay? Houseless, not homeless. Yeah. Well, I lived on a trike. I wasn't homeless, but I lived on a trike. So okay. So you guys can see from here that the kitchen will be here, and so this is looking from the back. So people will be able to sit here. There's going to be that table here, so that people can just relax and chill out here. This is going to be a great spot, actually. This is going to be my primary sitting spot in the van. This is where I'm going to edit my videos. I'll be able to have the table right in front of me. I'll be looking at what will be the entertainment center, and I'll show you that. And then this will be the kitchen. So I'll have a cup of coffee here. I'll have an area that can be used behind here, coffee maker, drawers here for my clothes. This will probably be more utility for like cleaning supplies, the stuff for the kitchen, so utensils, wastewater container will be underneath the sink here. It'll have all of that stuff will be over here. And yeah, pretty much this is just a temporary thing, right? This is actually going to go. I'm going to get some countertops that are like bamboo countertops that I'm going to get from IKEA. I guess IKEA, you can buy countertops from them. And I like the idea of bamboo, like lighter colors. I'm gonna have tones that are gonna be like sort of khaki-ish tones, contrasting white. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, this will be like the bar, and then I'll have my gin and my tonic. So that will be this. And I'll show you this a little later, but this also has a table that flips out here. But I'll show you more about that later. So, are you painting the floor? No, actually, I'm going to have like a hardwood style veneer on the floor, but that's not done. Just wondering, did you ever get your play button? I never got my play button from YouTube. I'm going to have to reach out to them and find out where the hell that thing is. The ones I got, I'm over 100,000. I'm over 200,000 on a lot of Chinese platforms, and they sent me my button right away. Someone mentioned swivel the passenger seat. Don't miss this idea. I think it's a good one if it's doable. Actually, I'm going to swivel both of these seats. So this is the driver's seat. This one will swivel around, and this is the passenger seat. They will both swivel around and look into the van. And so, let me move this so you guys can see it. So this area here is going to be cool. Let me see if I can get closer so you guys can see. Hold on a second. So, okay. Let me know if I phase out or anything. Okay, so this area is going to be my entertainment center. So at the end of this couch, or bench couch, you're going to have beautiful, like a very, very nice thick cushion all the way around. So like obviously this is where I'll sleep, so it's going to have to do double duty as a sitting area and also as a couch area. And remember, there will be windows here and here. So what I'll have is a cabinet that will come up. You know what? I'm going to get a box. I'm going to get a box so I can show you what I've been doing with these cardboard boxes. Hold on a second. This is the box I got from IKEA, and it just so happens to be almost perfect with regards to the size of the cabinet. So this cabinet is going to be about here, maybe a little bit higher, but the refrigerator will be here, maybe. Or the refrigerator is actually going to be farther down. This area is going to have a TV that's going to be mounted to here, which will lock down, and then the TV will be articulating, so you'll be able to pull it out, and when I'm sitting over here next to the kitchen in my work chair, I'll be able to look and see an extension of my computer screen, basically. Obviously, I'll watch some TV or movies and stuff, but primarily this whole thing is designed to edit. So that will be there. Drawers here will open up, and they will have a charging station there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have locking cabinets here. They'll be secure, and behind the cabinets, I'm going to have a bunch of USB outlets. I'll have power outlets like 12 volt and 120 power outlets. I will have like tons of outlets on the back of that drawer where I can plug in all of my stuff to charge, and then close the door, lock it, and it will be doing its thing and not be cables everywhere. I'm trying to get rid of that whole cables everywhere thing, because God knows when I stop. Hey Andy, how's it going? Will you install a wet bath? We're getting there. We're getting to the potential bath. But the drawers, when you close them, like when I traveled on the Trike, one of the craziest things was when I stopped and I had to charge everything, I just had a nest everywhere. It was just cables everywhere. And instead, I'm going to have all of my stuff. If you guys got questions, we'll wait till the end if you guys can stick around, and I'll do a Q&A where I'll sit down and I'll look at your comments as they come up. I'm just trying to get through the design here, and then I'll answer your questions. So thanks, Mark. I'll read that as well. You just sent me a private message. So yeah, so this will be an entertainment center with a TV on top that will turn out, and it will be able to face me and the people that will be engaged in the podcast or whatever. It's going to be very, very cool. The cable drawer will have all of that. Underneath that will be another drawer for stuff. And then we'll also have drawers for clothes, because we haven't talked about clothes, and clothes will be there as well. Obviously, up above here, I'll have cabinets that will be opening this way. And then this probably will have a majority of clothes and stuff. And these cabinets will go all the way the length of that side, as well as all the way the length of that side. So that will be very, very cool. What I would like to do is design this setup to be really, really unique. You know, I've seen a lot of people make unique designs, and I think with my hanging idea for hanging all the cameras and the lights, the idea of doing this J-shaped couch and having the table, and then the studio, it will make a very, very cool van. Yeah, so this first section here will be the TV and the electronics and maybe some clothes drawers or gear. I have a lot of gear for recording and stuff, like drones and all sorts of manner of things, and that will be here. Then as we move back, this area here, I'm gonna try and move the camera down, but I'm a little afraid I'm gonna lose connectivity. But if we don't, hey Jason, how's it going, buddy? JK. What? Well, that wasn't cool. I didn't let my okay, so here, this cabinet, which is a box right now, but you get my drift. This cabinet will extend the entire length and end right about here. The cool thing about ending here is that with the idea of having the cabinet end about here, you can rotate this seat around and have like the seat here. Whoa. This is about the height of the driver's seat. So people will be able to sit here and put their arm up, talk to the people in the rest of the van, or even work. Like I was thinking of even having a folding tabletop that this guy can turn around, bring up the tabletop, and actually work from the driver's seat by just spinning around. And then obviously I'm going to have outlets that I'm going to have outlets that everywhere, so that no matter where I am, I can plug in my laptop and I can work. And so I'm actually thinking it would be neat to have outlets, but only for USB-C. That will power the laptop. Obviously, I'll have outlets, but having extra outlets in specific places where I don't need that charging block, I literally just plug in my USB-C to the wall, you know, which or to the cabinets or to wherever I want in order to work. I think that would be possible. You just have to take the brick or find a power supply that is fed through USB-C, wire it in, and then make sure it's flush to the surface of the cabinet or whatever. I haven't seen anybody do that, but I don't like having that stupid block, and I was thinking that would be great. They do make USB-C outlets. They do actually, but they make power blocks. You just have to fit the power block into the door, and then you'd be good to go. Bluetooth everything, Robert, already there. I think I can Google Home this whole place, and then I'm thinking about buying a Verizon Wi-Fi station, and then I'll just keep it in the van, and the entirety of the van will be synced up on a Wi-Fi system. And as well, I can set up speakers and have everything here. Basically, it'll be a mesh network inside the van, so that's cool. So anyways, you'll have this area here. The cardboard has been so nice for me to visualize things. I mean, even like this. How deep do you want the cabinets to be? Well, this doesn't. And how deep is a refrigerator? One of you mentioned that the refrigerator is very deep. It's very true. Yeah, so I'm looking at about 20 to 23 inches deep on the refrigerator, which 23 would be. I don't like that idea, but you got to get what you got to get. So the cabinet here will have one drawer for charging. The next drawer will be for gear. Maybe one drawer down, or maybe opening doors for all sorts of supplies. Then this one over here, which will be here, will be for clothes, you know, home supplies, you know, things of that nature. And cleaning and everything will be over on this side for the sink area, but that's where that will be. Now, I was going to have a shower, and the shower was going to be here, and it was going to be full length. And I kept thinking about it and thinking, if I'm going to have a shower, how do I want it? And I just wasn't happy with the way that it intruded in the space. A lot of people do van life, and not a lot of them say you're not really going to use the toilet as much as you think, because you're going to be going and using other places, and you're peeing in bottles and stuff like that. Yeah. Both seats here are going to swivel around. But I'll have a porta potty toilet, which I'll have just in case, but I'll also have no shower. I'll have the ability to take warm water outside the van and rinse off. I think I can probably sink shower. I don't have hair. I'm not like a woman with long, luxurious hair. So most of the time, I'm not going to need to have a advanced shower system. I was thinking about an Onsen style tub. Do you guys tell me if you know Onsen? Does anybody here know? Gotta head to sleep. I'll text you later. Okay, Tyler, talk to you later, buddy. Does anybody know what an onsen is? An onsen is, yeah, I think I'd be fine with the sink shower. You know, sort of just getting in the sink, wet towel, you know, and then another towel for wetting, another towel for whatever. But, hey, Nithian Badal. Remember me, greetings. Hey, Nithian, how's it going, man? Yeah, Japan, Nash. Basically, what I was thinking was creating about a space about the size of this box. Basically. And actually, wow, I could actually show you guys my thoughts. So what I was thinking, and you guys tell me if you think this idea is cool. I decided not to do it, but so this would have been right about here, right? And this, use your imagination and think this top will come all the way to here, right? The inside of this box, which would be wood and tiled, would be tiled and have a basin in it that would exit into a storage container for water. Yeah, right, BJ, just like an onsen sitting shower. So basically, you'd have a lid that would act as a countertop. And then you'd open it up and connect it to the wall, and then you'd have a railing that would be here, and you'd pull that railing up, and then there would be a curtain around it. Then I would just step in and then sit down, and then the curtain would go around me. And you know, in Japan, people have onsens, and they don't. A lot of them don't even stand up to shower. They just sit down, and then they, you know, they do their thing. They wash, and then that's it. And so I could even have the cabinets above this area and have a shower, but in a size that wouldn't take up too much space. I was thinking about it, and actually talking to you guys about it, I'm thinking about it again because because I thought it would be really neat to be able to take a nice warm shower, and once you're done with it, you put the top back down, and then it's just a countertop with a, you know, nice wood countertop. You know, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's cool? Wasted space. That's what I said. You know, although I don't have a lot of stuff, guys. I live pretty frugal. And so the idea of having too much space is something that I'm actually thinking about. I'm like, I'm gonna have a lot of space, you know. Anyways, let's turn this around so you guys can see that. I'll sit over here. Oh yeah, and so this is here so that I can actually have, you know, a shelf that I can extend the shelf for the kitchen, and also, you know, if I'm outside. They make these shelves that literally can move up and down on the side too, which I thought was neat. So like if I'm outside, I can move this out and then move it down. And so I'm thinking about that as well. So much cool stuff. In the end, you won't see through this. All of this will be like a beautiful, you know, sitting area with these benches will be encased in really, really nice wood with nice accents and all sorts of stuff. Leon, take it easy, buddy. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'll need a geisha. Sounds like a good idea. Look for a Korean public bath. Okay, I'll check that out. Like a love motel? Look for a love motel. I just use a gallon jug out the side door for showers. It's just a shower. Yeah, Bogue. What kind of vehicle you got, buddy? You got a van? That would be good. A little soak as well. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Shower is nice, man. Yeah, Anson. But, you know, my primary purpose is to edit. I want to be comfortable when I edit, and so that means I want to be clean. But, again, I'm not a guy that needs too much stuff. But, okay. So that is my idea for the van. I will, I've made a whole bunch of videos. I will continue to make more videos of the cardboard sizing. Okay, Bernard, thank you, buddy. I'm the cardboard sizing of all of the elements in here, electrical. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm using a lot of, oh, wow, is it the extended long, Bogue? Because, yeah, high top passenger, so you have all the windows already in the van. Do you like having all those windows? Or do you not like having all those windows? Do you think I'm crazy for installing all the windows? I like the idea. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of heat. I'll get the insulation covers, but I like the idea. So from driving a Tesla in China to living in a van in America. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What about cooking equipment? I'm not a big cook. I'll have a sink. I'll have a gas range if I want to cook. And other than that, I'm not really interested in, like, some people actually have like four cooktops, and then they have an oven. I need none of that. I think I'll have a microwave, milk and tea, that'll be up on the top that I'll be able to access from the top. But other than a microwave and a range that I can take outside the van if I want, I'm just gonna keep it simple, just like BJ Bumblebee said. Don't like the windows, they stay covered except my sliding door. Yeah, but Boog, I want to have an area for making like videos, and I want to be able to see the outside, so that's what I want. Richard, ice machine. If I could find a small enough ice machine, because right now the ice machines I'm seeing are pretty big. They don't look big on like Amazon, but they would look really big in here. I really do need a, I would really love to have an ice machine. The refrigerator I'm gonna get is gonna have a freezer, but I don't know about an ice machine. I would love to have an ice machine. Very exciting ideas and opportunities, Matt. Thanks for bringing us along on this new JaYoe chapter. Deadbeat Don. Thank you, buddy. Don, that was my dad's name. Ice for gin and tonics. Gotta have ice. Freezer and ice cube maker. That would be what I would like, you know. Dark windows with shutters. Yeah, yeah. Well, the windows are going to have vents on them so you can open. The shower and toilet all in one. I'm answering questions as you guys say them because this is kind of question and answer time. Have you seen Kate, Kara, and Nate's van life vlog? Yes, I have. I haven't reached out to them yet. I reached out to, who did I reach out to? I reached out to Dom and Maria, and I also reached out to, was it Sarah and Nate? Kara and Nate. I know I reached out to a couple. I thought it was Sarah. They're all the way. They're like digital nomads, and they're out in Oregon, and they're actually in the Yukon right now, but they live in Oregon. And I reached out to them. You can buy an ice in gas stations. Beauty of America. That's true. Where are you going to put the trike, Ted? The trike, when I get it, will be mounted on the back doors. So, Dometic makes ice machines. Robert, very, very true. That would be very, very cool because I'm going to meet Dometic and the crew at Dometic when I go to Flagstaff, Arizona. And I'm going to start to plot out my tour around America. I loved windows and black curtains or slides will help keep the... Yeah, so I'll actually have a whole bunch of areas to isolate certain areas to make sure that I can cool the smallest area possible. If I'm only using the back and I'm editing, I want to be able to like remove the rest of the van from the area that I want to adjust the temperature on. Gonna build an observation deck on the roof. Well, I'd like to have a deck on the roof if it doesn't impede on the solar panels. And I'll have a ladder to access. So I would love, especially flying the drone from the roof. I drop on the side of the road, I see some beautiful landscape. I can send the drone up and then just record. But I also want to be able to consume as much solar power as possible to try to recharge the batteries when I do need to have air conditioning or high power usage. Most of the time, the solar panels will be more than enough to keep my batteries topped off. Where will you store the trike? Oh, yeah, on the back door. I'd like to do it vertically. What I'd like to do is be able to mount it and lock it to some clasps that are on the back door. And travel Australia before I go back to China. Good milk and tea. F&A Van Life did a great deck and panels on the roof. F&A Van Life. Okay, I'll check them out. Mini RVs have a shower and toilet in all one unit. Yeah. But I didn't want an RV. RVs are just too wide and they're very obvious as an RV. I want to kind of be able to be traveling around as a van. Boog, I carry a Honda 250 on the back of my van. Yeah, I was even thinking about having like an e-bike, at least until the trike got here. We're in Q&A right now, guys. So if you want to ask me any questions, now's the time. I'm going to go back to the shop, so I can talk to you from the shop right there. Now, I can jack down the camera now to an appropriate height. Yeah, battery storage. I'm going to have a lot of batteries, guys. I'm going to have a ton of batteries. Ooh, that's too low. Let's see if I can get... That's better. I hope you make another nice video on the types of air conditioning you have and how it's confirmed. Yeah. Well, I'm going to meet Dometic. And so when I meet Dometic at their facility, I would hope that they could give me a tour of all their refrigeration stuff. The other thing that Dometic makes is they make awnings that come off the side of the van. So I would love to have an awning, you know. Mr. Big, any updates on when you will get the trike? Today, I was supposed to get it to leave Malaysia. It was going to DHL and it was going to fly out today. The price that I had gotten from DHL from my friends was around $600, $700, which I was like, no problem, I can do that. But when they took it to DHL, they looked at it, and for some reason, all the quotes were off. And so it was $2,500. So if anybody has any ideas on how to get that trike here cheaply, under $1,000, I'd like to find out, but right now it's not looking good. So yeah, the awning is a must so that you can go enjoy being outside. Yeah. Well, the awning is also a must if you can position the van against the sun, like the side against the sun, you can use the awning to diffuse a lot of that heat. A lot of people use their awning to take this direct sunlight off of the major side of their van, and it helps to cool it down quite a bit. They probably thought it's a regular bike. Yeah, Cosmo, I don't know, man. It was way too much. It wasn't, Sean, it wasn't $2,000, it was $2,400. So, what about renting a shipping container space? You know how much shipping containers are? You mean for shipping the trike? Yeah, you know, it used to cost about $2,000 to ship a container from Shanghai to Long Beach. Today, it's like $20,000. $20,000. Hey, it's late in Ningbo. Have to go see you, Matt. All right, first, last, take it easy, man. Zai Chen. Say why. You know what's funny is today I was on Ningbo TV. They filmed a 中秋节快乐 like hello thing. So so yeah. So I might be on Ningbo TV. If you keep your eye out, you might see me saying Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. Looking at the laptop. Oh, good quality. Good quality. Just woke up, but it's nice to see you, the JaYoe Nation. Thanks, Kilted Dragon. Has to sell and build a new one. Yeah, Mark, I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to leave the trike there until free travel to Malaysia. Even if there's restrictions on crossing borders, if I can get a trip just to Kuala Lumpur Airport, they can give me those boxes and I can fly right back. Because I can get a round trip ticket to Kuala Lumpur from here for $1,000. So for $1,000, I could fly, spend a couple of days flying there, waiting at the airport. I wouldn't even leave into Malaysia. Turn around, take my stuff, and come back, you know? Yeah, you don't need it all. I know. There's LCL, limited container load, yeah. But yeah, if anybody has a FedEx contract in Malaysia, maybe I could get a good deal. But if anybody knows anybody. My wife and I have thought about, you know, I'm going to use my laptop here so I can read the comments. We're going to do a little Q&A here for about 15 minutes, and then we will end it. And I think this has been a very, very nice stream here. I appreciate all of you, and I will look through some of these. If you have any good ideas or thoughts, I will read the descriptions. So, gotta go, Matt. May I come back again? Mr. Big, take it easy, buddy. Check out uni students from Malaysia studying in the U.S. That would be the best. If somebody could literally bring it back, that wouldn't cost anything other than, obviously, if they wanted luggage, I'd have to pay whatever oversized fee they'd have. That would be the cheapest way. So if anybody knows somebody that's coming back, that would be the best way. That's a great idea. Boo, you're really going to enjoy van life. Make sure you have good security system if you go out west. Thank you very much. That is from somebody who knows. Boo, what kind of security system do you have? You mean like an alarm system so that there's an alarm? Or I'm going to have interior video that's going to be able to be beamed to me. I'm going to have like a Wi-Fi system that will I'll be able to monitor the interior of the van at any time. Wait, I came so late. Yeah, sorry, Kilted Dragon. Touring drummers have kits on every continent. You're just about that famous. Get it to Singapore, better for bike transport. Do we have a name for the van yet? No name for the van yet. So I want to build it out first into the studio, because then the personality of it's going to take place, you know. Appreciate you, Matt. I appreciate you too, Nethian Badal. Victron is the best, and Webasto heaters, yeah. But there's also, what's that other company? Ebenezer? Esper. Those Esper heaters are pretty good too. Check out Cheap RVing on you. Great YouTube, great. Thanks, Sean. Just cheaper and oversized baggage for the truck. That's right. So if somebody can bring it, second half, kicking off, then sleep. That's right, Robert. Take it easy, buddy. Pack a 45. I don't know. I don't like a gun. I don't like the idea of a gun. Maybe I can rig up the audio so that it sounds real, and then if somebody hits the door, I can make the sound like a pit bull or something. You are like Columbus discovering a new land. So excited. I'm excited too, Daniel. It's very exciting. Yeah, I meant seeing mini RVs. Yeah, my friend has a mini RV. I looked at it the other day. Gave me some great ideas. Just bear spray. Bear spray is a good idea. I can definitely do that. You didn't finish my question above. What was your question? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments here. You're going to design some branding for the exterior or leave it as is? Andrew, I'm probably going to put some lines on it and some things, but I'm not going to go too crazy on it. I don't want to be a billboard, but I would like to have some things, especially if somebody does want to sponsor me, like Victron Energy. I'd most certainly put that on. There's certainly got to be a JY on there somewhere. So I'll actually talk to my friend Pat at T-Cycle and see if he can print me up some more of those decals. The same ones that are on my laptop here. I'll put on. Those are really cool. You could make money on the road by moving people's houses. Well, you know, the van's going to have a lot of stuff in it. I'm probably not going to be a lot of room when I'm finished. Better than big rolling turd. Special made van locks for the doors. Boog, yeah, they're puck locks, right? So I'll get a puck lock for the back door and a puck lock for the side door, probably. How long is the drive to Flagstaff? Nash, I'm going to leave tomorrow morning, and I'll have 5 days to get there. I got to get there by the 23rd. Matt JaYoe from Malaysia. David Wick, JaYoe from America. To maximize space, do you have considered a folding bike? Yeah, you know, they make some really interesting folding electric bikes. You know, Mark, you can give me some ideas maybe. My wife and I have thought about getting an RV. What brand, if any, would you recommend? Kilted? I don't know. I really like the Sprinter, the Winnebago style. If you're gonna go with a smaller RV, a bigger one, I don't know. Rambler? What is it, a Rambler? I don't know much about RVs. No branding, more secure without it. That's right. Stealth camping, better be just white. Yep. Pat does a lot of cool stuff. Pat at T-Cycle, Randy, he does do a lot of good stuff. In the coming year, there will be a lot of nice videos. Yes, there will be a lot of really nice videos coming up. I got a few people commenting on the fact that a lot of like my travels so far, moving the van from place to place, have been a bit boring. And I'm not really, these aren't travel vlogs yet. This is the journey to get the van set. When the van is set, that's when we're going to start the real journey. That's when we're going to start going to beautiful places and telling amazing stories and interviewing people from the back of the van. That's when I'm going to start up the podcast. And I'm going to have an audio and video podcast that's going to probably be a new channel on YouTube. It'll be like the JaYoe Nation Travel Podcast or the JaYoe Podcast or something. And that's going to be probably a every other day or every day story from the back of the van. And it's going to be bringing guests in, traveling to and from places, talking about stuff. I'm very, very excited about a regular travel podcast of a very, very high quality, very, very good production value as I travel around the world. So I'm very excited about that. Just checked GDEX Express Kuala Lumpur, Detroit. Yeah, I don't know. Loke 28C messaged me, and we'll see. The boxes are pretty big, so I don't know if you're getting something different. Wait, you're heading to Arizona? Well, then it's a bit early, but welcome to Arizona. Thanks, Kilted. We got to name the van Matt number 3. Okay. E-bike hell no. Okay. Well, you know, I can get one of your fat tire mountain bikes. Costco has good bike. Maybe. I have a folding bike, but it's not electric. Trident has some nice folding bikes. Yep. Bitrix, Saskatoon, South Carolina have great e-bikes. Just one. You know, I was also thinking about going to Trike in Florida, checking out their facility, and maybe they can maybe they can hook me up with a Trike. God knows I'll promote it. If you head to Eloy, want to talk, let me know. Okay. Charles Ake. Hey, that Overland Expo was great. Yeah. Well, this next Overland Expo is a lot bigger, so that's going to be very, very cool. How many people we got? 183. Hi, everybody. How's it going? JaYogan. Rustbox, like a JaYoe Rogan. A JaYogan. Don't think it's been boring. You've stumbled across people, and it's been interesting. Well, I did get somebody say it was a little boring, but it'll be a lot more exciting when the van's finished. Why not getting a portable shower box or make it yourself? Just park your van somewhere, unfold the shower box, and place it near your rear faucet. Yeah, that Vivian, that's something I'm actually interested. Some people actually have the boxes inside the van. The whole point would be if I did have a shower or a washing area to have it inside the van. Outside the van, I can just use the sink or use the back. I'll have a rear power washing kind of thing, and I'll just be able to wash myself out the back or the side. Having the ability to rinse off in the middle of a parking lot where nobody knows would be really nice, you know. Remember your darn wallet. If you guys know that story, you'll know that was a very, very crazy thing. I almost forgot my wallet, my chair, and my shoes at the last place I parked with that van. It was, good golly, Miss Molly, I can't believe that happened to me. Rad electric bikes are sponsoring a lot of YouTubers. All right, Boop. Yeah, I was looking at some actually at the last Overland Expo. So get a safe. Yep. Matt, you're leaving everything behind, even the glasses in Vietnam. Yeah, he'll look like Moses in about a year. Well, I'll have a bathroom. I'll be able to clean up and shave. I can't grow my beard out too much. It gets too itchy. My head looks extra shiny today. Well, thank you, Kyle. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, so I'm making a bunch of material for the show. And firstly, we got new cards. So these are the new cards. They're just like my old cards, but they got me in the van on them and the QR code and the van life link. And they've got my information on the back. So I'll be handing a lot of these cards out. I'm looking at the screen here. You do flip it around. So actually all of this is right. I was a little worried because when I look at my phone, that's backwards. But when I look at the video on my computer, it's frontwards. Cool. Better watch a fitness regime with all that driving. That's true. Well, I have a Planet Fitness membership, and as a matter of fact, when I'm driving, I will be probably stopping for rests at places where there's Planet Fitness, so I'll be stopping there. Mid-40s and living in a van. Yep. Why not? I was mid-40s or I was approaching 40 and living on a trike. I'll tell you the truth. This house, my family's house, is beautiful. It's very, very nice, and it's very nice for a lot of people. But that just doesn't appeal to me. I just don't. I just want to go. I just want to travel. I just want to see the world. I'd much rather live in a van than in a big house. Different people, different things, you know. Any ideas where you'll be going when it's all ready? I don't know. It depends on the time of year. It depends on the season. My friend Tyler, my family, he's my nephew Tyler, cousin Tyler. He is a guide for whitewater rafting. He does paragliding. He lives in Utah. And he told me, you come out to Utah and I will show you around. And Utah is beautiful. So he'll take me all the interesting places there. And so that will be very cool. I will probably be meeting a lot of people. Excuse me, a lot of people. I've got hiccups. I'll be meeting a lot of people. Well, he knows me. I'm a child at heart. I don't know if that's an insult or anything. He didn't mean anything bad by it. I like to be called a child. Children have a spark that we lose when we grow up. And a lot of people, the idea of growing up is not a positive thing, right? So, all right, let the dog out. Good luck on your future plans. Ice make a really good trike. I know, Mark. And I gotta tell you what, if I went to see Ice Trike, I would make a video of their facility. They'd know all about me. I am pretty sure that they would, I don't know, I'm not making any commitments, but I'm pretty sure that they would be able to give me a used trike or, you know, pull something off the line and let me use it. Hey, Sam, what's up? Dale Goss, buddy. You're only young once. Yep, so you're young as long as you want. Are you doing van because you're low-key afraid of the age catching up to the lockdown? Van is less tough on the body than triking. Yeah. My knees, I actually was thinking about getting some stem cell therapy. It's not that expensive, and my knees are crunching. And the meniscus in particular is a very good way to use stem cells to try to fix. So I'm very, very interested in trying to see if I can get some of that. Neat business cards, Matt. Respect and all the best with the project. Freedom to move around is what currently is an extremely fluid movement, and it's a very fluid moment in global history, no doubt. I do know. And you know, having the van just in case we get into another variant or there's some sort of major lockdown, I'll have the van, you know. Gotta go. Phone call. Okay, Kilted Dragon. Do you have AAA? Not yet, Boog, but is that a good idea to get it? Must stay in hotels when you were triking, though. Yeah. Well, I'll stay in the van now. Have a good one, Mark. Take it easy, buddy. Bar's about to close. Get a drink. I'm gonna make a gin and tonic actually here in a little bit. Yeah. I didn't know. I knew Hugh. You weren't making anything bad. It wasn't bad. I am a child at heart. The big black JaYoe on the van painted yellow, A-Team style, and that would look like the A-Team. I would be Hannibal Barras. Okay, better than getting them totally replaced. I'm going to show you all sorts of stuff. Actually, a lot of you guys are going to be my guides. You will help me to tell me where you would like to go. Obviously, it's my ultimate choice, but I like historical places. I want to learn more about American history. I want to learn more about the history before America became America. I want to learn about its geographic history. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Mexico. I want to roam the world in this van telling stories. That's exciting. So, listen, guys, we're about 2 hours, 106 minutes. I'm gonna end it. I think I've answered a lot of questions. Every weekend, at least, I will do a live stream from wherever I am. Next week, I'll be at the expo, so maybe I'll do a live stream at the expo and then walk you around. That might be fun. My vlogs are almost caught up to present day. So I think I've got about 4 of them, and then we'll get those out, and then we will pick up with more current day stuff. So yeah, no 3D printer. That's my box from the back of the van that has all my electronics in it. So if you've got like 80s girl, yeah, sure, man. If you make it to Maine, my hubby and I will treat you to Maine lobster. Some Maine lobster. That'd be great, eh? Oh, geez, hey, that was like a mixture of Boston, and I ended it with Australian. My accents are going bad. I have family in Boston, so I'll go to Boston, hang out a little while there, and then that would be fun. I've never been to Maine, so maybe you can show me around. That would be great. Okay, guys, thank you so much, JaYoe. Appreciate all of you. It's been really nice to show you the van. It's going to be really nice to bring you up to par on everything when I have current videos. I really am excited about getting back into the swing of things with regards to videos, having more current day videos instead of having like months behind. I have so many stories from China that I want to tell that I haven't finished yet, and so I'm going to bring those in a little while, but I want the van finished. If you guys have adventures or people or ideas, you send them to me. Anybody that you have thoughts for me to meet, whether it's maybe you or people that you know, other YouTubers I'm reaching out to, all sorts of stuff. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all the super chats from this episode. We'll catch you in the next one. JaYoe, take it easy. Check out Nuance. I have a couple of interesting videos if you guys are wondering about my family life and some things, and you've kept quiet about it, which I appreciate. You could talk about it in the Nuance video that I shared. I tried to explain myself. So beyond that, take it easy, JaYoe. This has been really great. These recharge me as much as maybe you might enjoy them. I enjoy talking to you guys. So